I am richer than Bill Ackman. I am richer than Meet Kevin, Jeremy LaFave, and all these other influencers that you love to fluff and worship, because I understand what wealth is all about. And these guys, regardless of how much wealth they accumulate, they will always be slaves to either the government or to their personal debts and excess consumption. And I, despite appearances, am breaking free of the slave mentality that keeps Americans poor, desperate, and unhappy their entire lives. So the American conception of wealth is all show. I noticed this a long time ago. To be a wealthy person, a perceived wealthy person, you got to buy the biggest house possible. You got to have the nicest car possible. You got to wear the nicest clothes and have the nicest jewelry and watches. You got to send your kids to the most expensive top-tier private schools. And you do that not because it makes you happy, but because it signals wealth. Because that is the American way. The American conception of wealth is consumption, and that's by design. That's called corporate propaganda. So what you notice is you see all these like rich people, right? Like Bill Ackman is like, I guess he's a billionaire. I don't really know, but he's extremely wealthy, right? You go on X and you see Bill Ackman gargling the schlong of Donald Trump because Trump reduced tariffs, and that served Bill Ackman's interest, especially because of his investment in Nike. And all of a sudden he's, oh, art of the deal, Trump, you're so smart. Oh, your cream tastes so good. Oh. And you sit there and you wonder, is this guy really wealthy? If you were truly wealthy, if you were truly free, you would answer to no man. You would gargle no man's schlongadong. But a supposed billionaire, Bill Ackman, is basically SIMPing for Donald Trump on X and showing that he's a little brokey and a slave because he is owned by another man. Another man controls him. Another man is guiding his life. Is that wealth? I don't think that's wealth personally. And then you look at Meet Kevin, right? So Meet Kevin obviously makes way more money than me. Oh my God, astronomically more money. He's got more wealth, right? He's an excellent salesman and a professional top-tier, S-tier grifter. And because of that, he has money thrown at him like you can't imagine. But consider this. Let's say Meet Kevin lost all of his income, and then I, Christopher Bell, lost all of my income. Who would collapse first? Who would declare bankruptcy first? Obviously, Meet Kevin would. You want to know why? Because Meet Kevin is an example of a hyper-consumerist, rotten American. Because the more wealth that he has accrued, the more money that he makes, the more he spends. There is no better example than his private jet. The dude made enough money to be able to afford the payments of a private jet and brought on a massive liability. He spent, what, $16 million? I forget. He spent like $16 million on a private jet and enslaved himself to the loan that he is required to pay. So in effect, while he has this huge income, he is growing his lifestyle commensurate with his growth in income. And if you keep doing that, you will never, ever be wealthy. Ever. You will never feel secure and free because you're keeping the stress and pressure on yourself. Okay? Same thing with Jeremy. Who would go bankrupt first if our income got cut off? Jeremy in a heartbeat. The guy is the stereotypical rotten American. He has a huge mansion. He has all these expensive cars. He bought a Ferrari. He lives this luxurious lifestyle. But he's not free because if he ever lost his income, he would be done. He would collapse probably in months because he has levered himself to the hilt. Okay? You compare him to me, right? Like, people make fun of me all the time. You know, they call me a brokey. I don't care. You know, I drive a crappy car. This thing is a piece of junk. I have roll-up windows. Literally, roll-up windows, okay? I live in a 3-bedroom townhouse. I don't have a boat. I don't have a jet. I don't have nice clothes. I wear, like, average clothes, you know? Simple things keep me happy. Working out, that's free. I can go for a run. Eating Chipotle, it's $10 a burrito, and it's delicious. Reading a book. Wow, I love reading. Guess what? Books are cheap, okay? You can spend dozens of hours on a book and pay $10 for it or get it used. I play old video games that cost me like $10 to buy. That's literally all I need. Maybe an energy drink every once in a while. That's all I need to really be happy, okay? Because I don't have that brainwashed American mindset, which is a cancer. It is a cancer, and it is enslaving Americans. And you know who is propagating this? Corporations. And you know who enables it? Large cap tech, especially Google and Meta. You know what they do? They are there to shove ads in your face, to make you want to consume. The heart of America is consumption. It is our economy. And it is sickening to me how that works. Because you can see what happens is it makes you a slave. No matter how much money you make, you're pushed by corporate propaganda to spend. Enslave yourself. More debt, bigger house, bigger car. And you find yourself handcuffed. You're cooked. So I've got a decent amount of money saved. I'm not a millionaire, but I'm honestly more financially secure and safer. I'm more financially powerful, and I can say more of what I want to say instead of slurping Donald Trump's rod, because I'm beholden to no man. Okay? That is true freedom. That is what you should aspire to. Aspiring to buy expensive cars and big houses is aspiring to slavery. True freedom is being able to say whatever the heck you want, whenever you want, to whoever you want. If somebody pisses you off at work, walk out. Your boss is a dick, walk out. New job. Don't care. Got enough money to survive for years. That's freedom. Nobody can do that. The richest people who you think are rich are slaves. They're slaves to their freaking clients. They're slaves to their debts. That's America, okay? You need to break free of the American mindset. The American mindset is corrupt and disgusting. And it enslaves you. You will never be free. How do you feel about that? Does that make you mad? Do you feel pride in your country because we're known for excess consumption? All we do is max our freaking credit cards and get the biggest house we can afford and the most expensive cars, and we just blow money and we're debt slaves. Is that something to be proud of? I've always found that sickening about America. I'm like, what is going on here? Corporate profits, corporate profits, bro. Anyway, what do you think about that? Am I just a communist because I like to save a lot of money and seek freedom? Or am I a genius? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe. Check out the pinned comment. I provide tax preparation services, bookkeeping. I'm a CPA. I have a book, Stop Being a Broke Loser. I do sponsored videos, and I have one-on-one tutoring and consulting. All that is in the pinned comment below. Click it. Send me money. I'll provide you a service, and have a wonderful, delicious day. Cheers!